What's up everybody, welcome back to channel CodeX. I'm your host Afzal, and in today's live stream we're gonna see how to create an awesome design inside Adobe XD. So I hope you must have seen the thumbnail, that design we are going to create, and let me also show you how it looks like. Okay, so right over here you can see that we have the slided animation of carousel. Then the complete design looks very minimalistic, it's very clean. And let me also tell you that this application is one of the application in Ajman government, and it's called Feva. Previously it was called Feva, now it's Etihad WE. So basically this is electric consumption and water consumption application which we are going to replicate inside Adobe XD. So I hope there will be no any legality, because this is just for learning purpose. I really like this application in the first place, so that's why I thought let's give it a try and let's create the beautiful UI inside Adobe XD and then later on inside Flutter. All right, so first and foremost we're gonna choose the canvas, like for what size we are going to create this design for. All right, so inside Adobe XD they provide different sizes which you can pick from, and 12 Pro Max works fine always. So I'm just going to choose that because that's more standard. It covers all those big phones and all those stuff. So this is what is called Artboard. So we have empty Artboard right now. And first thing first, we're gonna design this header which has this curvy thing. If you can see, if you see just little close, there's this curvy thing, and I'll tell you how to design that in Adobe XD. You can just grab this rectangle tool, okay, like this. And some part of the video I'll be going fast where it's too basic. Some part of the video I'll be explaining in detail, so that we don't waste time in there. Because our shape has the bottom curve, so what you can do, double click on your rectangle. It will give you this kind of points where you can add your custom point. So I'm just going to drop a point over here and drag it a little bit. Now you'll say it's pointed, it's not curvy. So how we can fix that? Just click it twice, double click, so that it will give you two extra handle where you can make it curvy like this. Okay, now I'll just adjust it a little bit this way, and if you want to adjust the curve like this you can do, or press the shift key, then it will rotate in a proper 10-degree angle or something like that. So we have nice curve over here. Perfect. I can leave it just here and then resize it to this size. Quickly going to assign it some background color. So now for our application theme, we have this little blue color, navy blue color sort of thing. So what I can do, just remove this border from here, because borders is not at all used in current material designs. We always have shadow, we always have rounded corners, those stuffs are used. Now what we need is this slider thing. So how we can do that, just grab this rectangle from here, okay, and on top of that you can easily draw something like this. And to provide it a corner radius, just hold this pin from here corner. Let me just zoom a little bit. Okay, so you can hold this thing and drag a little bit towards inward. So I'm going to make a 12 pixel of rounded corner. Okay, and as I say always, remove the border. Borders are not good, borders are not your friend. And to make it separated between the background and foreground, you can use shadow. That looks more awesome, that gives more depth of feel, and it's like more materialistic, that everything has a shadow instead of border. We got our banner. Now what we're gonna do, we have to add some image here, and it's really easy with Adobe XD. If you're creating a design in Adobe XD, just go to Google, sorry, not this tab, we'll go over here, okay, and then search something, anything you want. So I have already searched for image banner. This looks nice. Copy image, right click, paste appearance, but this is too small, so I can just enlarge it maybe like this. So we can enlarge the image like this. So this is our first banner. At the end of the video I'm going to show you how to create that animation with banner and all those stuff. So this is the first thing which we have. Now let's create the header part where we have this Flutter logo and the login button. The very simple thing, I'm just going to go to this plugin, icon for design. So if you are designing inside Adobe XD, make sure you have this icon for design plugin, because it has all those awesome icons which you really don't need to go to internet and copy those images. You can just search for any icon just like that. I added Flutter. over here. This size is perfect, so I'm going to put it right over here and make the color of white color. All right, and next thing, we want this login text over here. So what I'm gonna do is, real quick, I'll be writing login. Don't worry, I'm going to change the text color. So whenever you add any component, on the right hand side you will see all the properties. So first time we have added the text from this widget over here. Now you can go to the fill property and assign a color. It's that simple. So click on the V to go to this selection mode, and then you can move, align it however you like. So I'm gonna make it a little bit small because we're gonna add the logo. And for this logo, which we can see user logo kind of thing, again I'm going to use icon for design plugin, and I will say user. Let's see what we have. We have so many icons from different libraries, so you can use any of them which you like. So I'm gonna click on this one this time, make it a little bit small so that it fits nicely, and again I'm gonna change the fill to white color. I have this little indicator as well, so that it can show on which tab you are. So how we can do that? It's very simple. I'm just going to grab this circle, make it a little bit small, just like that, and you can anytime zoom with the pinch support, or if you have like with command and arrow also you can use that, like zooming inside. So what I'm gonna do is make this little bit grayer, okay, and as always remove the border, that doesn't look good always. And we need multiple copies of it, like 3, 4, or however element, like n number of elements you want. So you don't really have to copy paste all the elements. In Adobe XD, what you can do is you can click on this repeat grid over here, all right, and then simply drag it in horizontal or vertical direction. It's gonna give you that many copies. Okay, so I'm gonna limit it at 3, and in between space also you can reduce just like that, easy busy. So I'll keep 12 pixels of padding between them, and then I'll make it center by clicking this icon over here. All right, makes sense. And I think this circle is too big, so what you can do, you can select the first circle anytime, like first component, and then resize it, so it's going to impact all the other things which you have created with repeat grid. So it's really nice, you don't have to modify each individual one, you can do it with the one control. And of course you can reduce the gap like 10 pixel, yeah, that's fine. Okay, again I'm going to make it center, and I can see that there's some space over here. Yeah, now we'll make it center again. Now click ungroup grid, because we are done with the customization part. Now we can select individual. So I just clicked on the ungroup and then select both of them and give it less little bit light color, so that it looks that it is not active, the first one is active. Makes sense, right? Easy design. Let me create a text over here, because we selected last time white color, so maybe it's not visible. So I'll say guest services, and then change its color to something black for time being. We're gonna change it later. Bring it over here, and then you will get this nice guidelines which you can like use to align your components. So I'm going to put it somewhere here, and then the font which I'm going to use is Avenir. You can, this is a simple Google font which you can find on the Google site. So our application is basically following this blue theme. So what I'm gonna do is choose this text over here and provide some darker shade. So let's go ahead and grab this color, not this one. It should be a little dark blue. Yeah, this looks good. And I'm gonna make it a black fold. No, that's too much. Medium. Yeah. Okay. So next thing, we have this line over here, which I'm gonna make it 4 pixel, which is too much. 2 pixel. Make it rounded corner. Now I'll just show you the details. If you click over here, it's sharp edge. If you click here, you have the rounded cap. And also I'm gonna make it little dark red kind of underline. Okay, makes sense. Make it a group, and then right click, make a component. So next time onwards, whenever you need title, you can just drag and drop component from this library over here. We already have this component, so you can just drag and drop. So what will happen with the help of component, anytime you decide to change the text color or something over here, like you want to change the color or you want to change the font, it will apply to all the components. So that's the beauty. Let's move ahead and create the most interesting part of this design, which is this card over here. So it's very simple, just few clicks. Okay, select the rectangle, draw a random shape, which you can, like, just a random shape. You don't have to be very precise with that. Later on we can modify, and provide a rounded corner with help of this. So 12 pixel again I'm giving, which is I think too much. Maybe 8 pixel. Should I give 8 pixel and see? Yeah, 8 pixel looks nice because we are designing card over here. And as always I say, add shadow and remove the border. That looks more materialistic design. So go to this plugin section, go to icon for design, and I'm gonna copy this file because we can see that this icon has a file thing and a search thing, the outline file. So I'm going to place this icon somewhere here. You don't really have to like work inside the card always. You can place it outside for your easiness. And then I'm going to search for another icon called search. Top. So what you can do, you can select the component adjacent to which you want that new icon. So I have selected this file, and then if I click on this icon, it will add as adjacent to that. So that's a real quick tip over there. I'm going to resize, and while resizing, make sure you press the shift key so that it resizes proportionally. If you don't press, it will resize something like this, which you don't want, of course. So this is what we have, and I'm going to place it at this corner. So what I'm going to do is real quick that we need a little bit of separation between these two icons, the file icon and the search icon. So this is a quick tip how you can create icon, but it's not a pro tool for creating icon, Adobe XD. For that, you can go to Adobe Illustrator and create your icon, or you can hire some professional, or you can hire me. Just kidding. All right. So what I'm going to do is draw a little circle over here like this. And as always, remove the border. That's very important thing, you know, right? And now, as we do in Pages, as we do in PowerPoint, you can play around with the layer. You can move it back, you can move to the back side, you can move to the front like that. So what you can do, there's a shortcut. You hit the command and the square bracket. Okay, so it will move the opening square bracket, so it will move it behind the layer. If you press closing square bracket, it will move, it will bring it to the front. So with this circle, we have created this nice border effect around this what do you call, magnifier? Yeah. So around the magnifier, we have now this border effect, which actually is not an icon, but we have created something looking like. And now you can select all of them and say Command G to group them together. All right, and then this icon I'm gonna place inside the card. So this all big explanation was for this small icon, how you can create something in Adobe XD real quick. Put some color. I'll refer this document. What color we have? We have kind of a red color. So I'll select the icon, provide it with some kind of this redness. Okay. And now we are about to complete our first card, and I'll show you in a moment how you can replicate that and make other cards as well, just in a matter of one drag or so. So let's give it a title which says View and Pay Bill. So I'm gonna say View and Pay Bill. Okay, now what you have to do is bring this text in this card. Now you will see that it's going outside the boundary. How you can do that? Whenever you add a text component, it adds a single line text. So what you can do, you can select this thing over here, auto hide. Okay, and now you get all the handles from four sides where you can resize something like this. Easy, right? And then I'm gonna place it somewhere 10 pixel above and make it center aligned. It's just like a simple, you know, we used to paint in school in MS Paint. It's that easy working with Flutter. So I'm gonna also make this font little bit small, because currently it's too big. Okay, and yeah, this looks nice to me, and I think we have enough of space. And yeah, let's see if we need really space, we can customize it later, but for time being it's looking good. And also I'll make it of black color. Okay, meanwhile you answer, let me show you what I'm gonna do next for creating multiple cards just like this design, because here you can see that we have 3 by 2 or 2 by 3, how do you read it? We have 6 cards basically. So what I'm gonna do, make everything group together, okay, so that it doesn't move. And in a moment I'm gonna make this card look more beautiful once we know how much width and height it requires. So this component is grouped now, and what I'm going to say is repeat grid. As we have seen earlier, whenever you move in the X direction, like horizontally, you're going to get duplicates in the X direction, and when you move this handle, you're going to get Y direction. So now with simple drag we created 6 different icons. And now about spacing, you can reduce by dragging. So I'm going to make it 0 pixel. This is really precise thing. Okay, 0 pixel in this direction as well. So now you can see that we are running out of space on the right hand side. Now it's time we have to shrink our card in such a way that it fits properly inside our width. So let's go ahead and do that. Now the good part, because we have chosen repeat grid, whenever you modify the one element, the first element, it's gonna impact on others as well. So width, this much is fine. Label, I want in center like this, and even a little bit, it should be a little bit here so that we can reduce the card height. Yeah, this looks fine. Yeah, this is fine. Now we have enough space, so let's go ahead and reduce the space from this repeat grid. So I will say 0 pixel of spacing. Perfect. Vertically also 0 pixel. Nice and easy. All right, so far I have done the card design. Now we are moving to the next section, which says new highlights. And of course we don't have that new highlight design, we just have this more button over here where you can find all the other stuff in the application. So I'll show you real quick the advantage of component right now. We have created 2 titles, but now I just realized that the titles are capitalized. So you don't have to go to each title and customize that separately. What you can do is select the text from here. Sorry, is it selected? Yeah, the text is selected, and just say capitalize. Okay, and it's gonna impact all the places. So now you can see that here it's capitalized, here it's capitalized. It's that simple. And of course for this thing, what you can do is extend like that. This is something which you will have to do depending on the text size. So I don't really know any shortcut for that, like it should apply to all, but yeah, of course this is a very easy thing. But your formatting, your styling will work across the component. So that's the whole point. Okay, we have the new highlights now, and quickly I'm gonna grab a new text and say more, make it right align, and then just put it somewhere on the right corner. It's that simple. Now we are in the bottom of the page where we're gonna create this navigation bar. So I'll just move a little bit fast over here. I don't want to take much of your time. I know, because nobody likes a lengthy live stream. So let's quickly create a bottom navigation bar. So I'm gonna create something like this, and for the color I'm gonna choose the eyedropper and choose the same color. Now you can see that I have created a bottom navigation bar which is bigger in height. The reason, because this bottom part is going to go inside the notch area, so you don't want to go inside this notch area. You should start on top of this curvy thing. All right, so that's a quick tip. And then inside that we have the first thing, which is like the most important thing of this design is this favorite icon, FAB, which we say, okay, floating action button. So because this is a water and electricity consumption application, so they want to highlight the SOS thing if something goes wrong somewhere, so people can highlight that immediately. So this action provides SOS. So I'm gonna say the label SOS. Okay, now the text is black. Let me just first center it real quick. Okay, and then make it white. Easy, right? And if you don't like this font size, you can control from here, or you can just use the drag component. Okay, so we have the SOS, and quickly go to icon for design and place all the icons. So here you can find all the necessary application to create necessary icons to create application. And I'm gonna select this rectangle so that the home icon gets added over here next to that. So this is our first icon. I'll just resize a little bit, or no need, fine. This is our first icon. Then secondly, we have the call icon. So let's go ahead and find out icon for call. So yeah, this looks good. So let's add all the icons first. Then we have this pin. Okay, which one to choose? Pin. Yeah, I think this looks nice. Okay, and the last one is the setting icon. So let's go on top, settings. And guys, if you're liking my work, make sure to take membership of the channel, or you can go to buy me coffee, which you'll find link in the description, and contribute to my channel as well. Okay, so for settings, I will choose this one. So we got all the icons, so let's resize it so that it is of same size. Perfect. And now I will place it here. This icon will go on this side, and this icon, of course, this side. So select all of them by clicking shift, and then what you can do is provide some white color. No, or yeah, I can provide white color with little bit opacity so that it looks unselected. Yeah, maybe 50% opacity. This looks good. Okay, I think this needs a little bit reposition. Even this one. Let's have a look. See, our application is looking awesome. So instead of just being plain white, you can give some white offset, like blue offset kind of thing, just little bit of touch, so that it is not pure white and the cards are separated from the background. Okay, this looks nice to me. So let's go ahead and animate this guy over here. So everything is fine. Why I'm saving? This is a normal habit that I keep on saving the document always. So what I'm gonna do is duplicate this card 3 times. So I'll say duplicate, move it little bit here, maybe 14 pixel away or 12 pixel. I will keep it 12 pixel away. Okay, duplicate it one more time and keep it again 12 pixel away. Then select all of these 3 and group them together. Okay, so now basically we have these 3 cards. Let's go ahead and change the images real quick. You have to double click so that it doesn't really apply to all the places. So this looks nice. This is going with the theme of our application. And one more banner which we have to take is, let's say this one. Okay, copy the image, double click, right click, and say paste appearance. So by now we got our 3 banners. What we have to do is animate them whenever we are moving. So this, what we'll do, I'll do auto animation, and I'll teach you how to do animation in Adobe XD. This is going to be interesting part. Of course, you may want to stick and see how I'm going to do that. So let's go ahead and replicate this entire artboard couple of times. Okay, 3 times basically. Like you want 2 more copies, so you have 3 state now. And what you're gonna do is, in the first state, the first card will be shown. In the second state, you want to bring the second card in the center. So I'll select this group over here and make it center, so that the second card by default comes in center. And for the third one, you want that third card in the initial position. So to get the reference where you should place that, you can always point your cursor on the left hand side and just drag it like this. Okay, to get the reference to, it's kind of a ruler, so you can keep the ruler over here, and then just move this thing in this direction. Okay, till the third card comes into the picture. Okay, now the third card is aligning properly on this line. Are we losing any track? Yeah, This is fine. Perfect. This looks nice. Okay, so basically now we have 3 pages which are showing 3 different cards. And now if I play that, let me just show you real quick. So this is the design, this is the final design which we have, but nothing really happens. So how we can animate that? And the way we can do that is with help of prototype, which Adobe XD provides. So you can link all these pages. So what I'm gonna do, from this page it should move to this page. Okay, so this is this navigation is going to happen, and this will not be on click, so this will not be on tap. I want this timely based, so after each 2 seconds or 1 second, whatever time you want. So I'm gonna say maybe 2 seconds. I want this to auto animate, so after each 2 seconds it will move to the next page. That's what we're gonna create. Okay, same thing we will do on the next one. So from here it should move to the next page, of course after 2 seconds. So for the last one, of course we will redirect to the first one. It's that simple. And one more thing we'll apply real quick, because as the slider is changing, you may want to shift the dot as well. And now you don't have to, this is a really important thing added in the Adobe stack. There's a concept of stack, so I'll tell you that in a moment. So you don't really have to change the color of the second dot and change the color of the first dot to this one. There's an easy way. You can just group them all together, okay, and then convert it to stack. It's automatically going to detect your direction. So you have 3 elements in horizontal direction, and now what you can do is basically you can move your elements position. Like the first dot is going to swap with the second dot. Same thing we're gonna do with this one. So I'm going to select all, group it together, mark it as a stack, and then the first dot I'm going to replace with the third one. It's that easy. Okay, now let's go ahead and play this animation one more time before I save, of course. So let's select this and click on the play icon. So we have the first slider, the second slider, and the third slider, and again it comes back to the first one. So we created this awesome design inside Adobe XD right in front of you from scratch. Everything we learned, how to create material design, how to give the shadow effect, how to create contrast design, how to create animation, how to use Adobe stack feature so that you can move the elements. And this stack you can use a lot of places. Like if you want to shift this guest services down and new highlights up, you can use a stack all over this page. And we learned about the components as well. So just give me your feedback in the comment section. Those people who are still watching, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I hope that this live stream was helpful for you up to some extent. Like it added some value to your knowledge. It added some some user interface guidelines, some user interface knowledge, and what you should be looking at, what you should be avoiding. So let me know your feedback in the comment section. If you have any question to ask, then I will end this live stream. Thank you so much guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.